We are so excited to say that this podcast is sponsored by Watermans.
Wait, the solicitors?
Yeah, but they're not like regular solicitors, obviously.
So not super serious and complicated?
Yeah, I would say they're a bit more straightforward kind of vibe, our vibe.
I can get bored with that.
For straightforward legal advice, remember Watermans. Welcome back, pod piggies.
No, welcome back to you.
Welcome back to me. I hope you missed my big, humongous voice. And how well did Zoe do on her first solo podcast? Let's give a round of applause.
First and last, please.
No, I was actually listening to it thinking, perfect, maternity leave starts now. Leave it over to you, darling.
No, I'm going on maternity as well.
I honestly thought that was a brilliant episode, and I was listening to it so excited to know what was coming next, because I've obviously never listened to one of our episodes where I've never been in the room, duh. So for me, I was loving it. I learned so much. Fiona's flawless. Everything she says is amazing. She makes it sound so simple, and I loved it. I found it an amazing episode, so well done.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, thanks. And thanks to everyone's nice messages about it too.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
You had a lot of lovely messages. But yeah, sadly, I was in not the right frame of mind or emotional state to come and speak on the podcast last week. But I definitely feel more comfortable speaking about it slightly now. As if you haven't heard, I'm sure you have, but Owen suddenly passed away on my birthday, which is just fucking tragic, which was Saturday the 12th of October. I was down in Leicester at the time at a spa break with we're blending, which we'll speak about more on the episode as well, but having a lovely day. And then what I couldn't tell you on the bonus episode, but my dad arranged a surprise 50th birthday for my stepmum. So I was actually at that on my birthday. Richard came down, loads of people. And then just as she was blowing out the candles at around 7:30, my friend Hayley called me. And you know when you answer the phone to someone, if you ever had that phone call, and you just know something's wrong. And yeah, Owen was just not responsive. He was on the bed. Yeah, so as you can imagine, we straight in the car. No, didn't even say bye to anyone. And we got straight in the car and we drove back up to Glasgow. And it was like the worst 5-hour drive of my whole entire life.
Such a long distance to be away as well.
I know. Anyway, the emergency vet rang me and just told me over the phone, like, yeah, he's dead. And then the worst part of it was Hayley doesn't know the cat's different enough and didn't know who it was.
Right, I didn't know that.
So not that it would matter, regardless, both tragic.
No, I know, but you need to put
driving there, not knowing who the hell it was. And then I think the microchip. So the vet called me and he said, Owen's passed away. So I was like, oh my God, no, like my baby boy. You start thinking all sorts of things. And then he just said to me, listen, this is a really strange case. Like this does happen, but he is perfectly healthy. There'll be usually like immediate signs of something wrong with their heart,
somewhere,
choking, food poisoning. There was nothing, and he's like, it looks like he's died in his sleep. So yeah, so he said to us, I think the best thing for you to do is, if it was up to him and it was his cat, I'd have an autopsy.
Yeah.
So we did that. We dropped him off at the Glasgow uni on the Monday. We also drove back. We got home about 12:30 at night. Went straight to the emergency vet, and yeah, he was just there. It was awful.
It's just the worst feeling ever. So I did
get to say bye to him.
And they're just so cute. And also, there's that quote that goes around with like cute pictures on it saying, a pet's only part of your life, but you're their whole life. Can't cope with that.
I know.
Can't fucking cope with that.
So I was in a really bad place last week for like maybe 4 or 5 days. It was just, I never knew that I could make the noises I was making. Like, I genuinely was grieving from the heart. Like, it was actual complete shock. When the shock wore off, it was like, I cannot believe this is real.
Yeah.
Like, he's just not here anymore.
It's awful.
The fact that I was pregnant, my emotions were through the roof, my hormones, the fact that the baby won't meet the cats, everything just wasn't pictured how it was meant to be. And everyone knows what those cats mean to me. So yeah, it was just tragic. Anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd let you know that's what happened. Wilson, I thought, was doing really well past few days, but last night he was making some horrendous noises. nighttime seems to be the worst, I think, when they would play. And he's just yowling and he's in distress. We're trying to give him more fuss. He's sleeping a lot more. I don't know. The vet actually said to us, you should look into getting him another companion, but pros and cons, isn't there? I don't know if I've got the room in my heart at the moment for a cat. Richard's like, I think we should get him a friend. And I'm like, yeah, but we need to want that too. And at the moment, I can't.
Yeah. You're also, I feel, between a bit of a rock and a hard place because you've kind of got a timeline you need to do it in because obviously baby's coming soon. So it's kind of like it's too soon to make that decision. But you'll pass a certain... Christmas. Yeah, you'll pass a certain time. Also, anyone who's had a pet just feels the sadness for the other person because it's just the worst feeling ever. Yeah. Like you said, you didn't think you'd ever be happy again, and I said that's exactly how I felt when I lost my wee dog.
When I thought I genuinely don't know how I'm ever going to feel happy again. I feel happy now.
No, I know, crazy. But at the time, it is just so deep. It is.
Why is that though?
Because they're just such helpless, wee cute things. They just make you so happy. They're your wee person that when you're having a shit day, you go and give a cuddle to.
You know, on Reddit, Reddit, the forum thing, I was reading so many forums. I even wrote on Reddit because I was that distressed. I wrote on it to try and cry for help of, hello, can anyone help me? In the sense of how do I deal with the existing animal? Yeah. And did you know there's a whole community of pet loss forums on there? Like, pet grief is such a big thing. And it's just not spoken about enough. I think people just dismiss it. They don't have animals or don't care for them. They're like, oh, it's just a dog or it's just a cat.
They live in your home every day. It's a big thing.
It's actually mental how deeply it can make people feel.
No, I know.
Anyway.
I don't know if I could ever go through it again. That's the one thing I will say.
So if you are going through pet grief at the moment or you lost a pet, I feel you.
Yeah,
Zoe feels you. And it gets easier, kind of. I don't know.
Just learn to live with it, I guess. Anyway.
Something good. Let's talk about something positive. Christmas party.
The Christmas party, the Christmas markets. These markets,
we're buzzing our
by the way, are going to be fucking unreal.
I'm actually so excited.
We've got nearly 50 businesses coming.
And when I say they're really fucking good businesses
They're really good. We're covering all bases. We've got like gifts for men, your boyfriend, your uncle, your grandpa, whatever you've got in your life. We've got women, kids, pets,
yourself,
everything you could think of.
Interactive things, some really, really cool interactive things. Yeah. Really different.
Maybe some games.
What I'm going to say right here and right now, and I'm going to blow smoke up our arse.
Fucking go for it, hen. I'm not stopping you.
We are really, really fucking good at thinking of things to do at events.
We are.
I don't know what it is. When we get together, we're like, boom, 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 boom. And some of the stuff we come up with, it's like, that was insane.
We did a very productive day yesterday planning.
And we can't wait to bring this one together. I'm going to say this. I'm personally more excited about the market than the Christmas party at this point, simply because the Christmas market takes a lot more preparation. So we're having to do that first because you're dealing with 50 businesses and making sure that they're available, they've got the stock.
Back and forth.
Yeah. The party we're going to be doing next week, which we had an amazing discussion of what we're going to do for that. And actually, I was, as a pregnant woman where I'm going to be 28 weeks, even I am going to buzz my big milky tits off when I'm there. I can't wait.
I just think it's so much better doing these like interactive, fun events. I just don't see us sitting like in a theatre environment and just speaking.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like, we just don't.
Well, we did that at Harvey Nick's in a sense where we sat and just chatted. And that was probably one of our favourite little intimate events, actually.
But then we sat down and had our brunch with everyone and walked about. Like, we don't ever just come on stage, chat and fuck off and you don't see us again. True. Like, we like to meet everyone and, like, interact. It's funner.
And I don't know how I'd feel right now if me and you were having this podcast live chat and we've got an audience. I don't know if I'd be able to be my true... I'd be nervous.
Yeah, same.
So...
I think naturally I would be like, do you all feel like that? Do you all do it?
Yeah,
like,
you'd address the audience.
Which probably does happen, but I think I would at one point be like, "Moan up and tells a story." Like, I feel like I would naturally, my nerves would just want someone else to take over for a minute.
Yeah, okay.
And that wouldn't be in the plan, probably.
No, you're right.
So I think we do it well.
But next week, because we've had confirmation from everyone, but we want to make sure that we do them justice and explain to you exactly what they're bringing to the table, exactly what they're selling, we're probably going to speak about it on next week's main episode. And there's going to be everything on socials where we'll do a grid post about every single person that's there, why we've chosen them, what they're going to be selling, times people are on. It's going to be so good. Think about everything that you have to do on Christmas. Gifts, food,
Drinks,
things that you can pre-order. There's, oh my God, it's just we've thought of everything. Wrapping, wreaths. I can get so excited. Everything we think about, you could come on that day and buy for every single person, including arrange your full day so Christmas Day is stress-free for you, I would say.
Yeah, I agree. And we want to tell you all exactly what's coming and who we think that would be good to buy for, so that you kind of know, you've almost got your basket ready a bit, because it's going to be busy.
Yeah.
You've not got a huge amount of time in there. It's an hour and a half per session.
True.
There's some interactive
I was
stations.
like, I wonder if we could do it.
Don't even say it.
Oh.
There's no movement.
I was going to say, why can't we just do another one, an earlier?
No.
So there's 3.
No.
Maybe I'll work on that.
We don't have capacity
I just worry.
for this.
Okay, I'm going to put it out there. I worry that when we tell you who's coming, you're all going to be like, fuck, I wish I'm going. Honestly, you've got to trust us when we put tickets out that it's going to be sick. And
I feel like this conversation right now is as if we're like hinting to another one. It's not in the works. It's not in the works right now.
It's not.
So I don't know why I said that. All the events are sold out already.
I know.
And people don't even know what's coming.
I know. That's what I mean, Zoe.
I know. Anyway, if you are coming, well done for getting a ticket, thanks. And
My Christmas party is going to be amazing as well.
no, I know it will be. We've just not done the planning for that yet, so we are not like as hyped because it was just yesterday we done the market.
Just yesterday, yeah. So it's
Anyway,
fresh.
and keep an eye on socials for all the details on people and the businesses and some plans we've got. Anyway,
Anywho,
there's a lot to tick off there. What's been a lot on your plate? We're back.
ooh, okay,
Give us some food.
yeah. Ooh, food. I'm trying to think. We went to Maison actually for my birthday, which was nice.
Maison by Glasgow.
Maison by Glasgow. We've mentioned them loads, but we went on my birthday just a few days before I left to go down to Leicester. I had to have the French onion soup.
As good as it was the last time.
Better. I said that to you.
Just gets
it
better
was
every
actually
time.
Better. It's richer. Oh, it's so good, guys. We had little mini sliders for starters, but we thought they were going to be burgers, but they were like cheese and ham and cheese.
Kind of like a ham and cheese
Toasty.
toasty, but in a bun.
Yeah.
They were really good as well. I did enjoy them. What did I have for a main again? Some fish.
You had a monkfish or something. It was like a different-
Monkfish. It had mussels on it as well. Got some fries.
fries
The
were good.
bread.
The bread.
And the butter. Butter.
What was the bread? What was the difference with the bread this time? That was
Bread
so
and
good?
butter. It was warm and the butter is not like, is it not like chicken fat or
I think
something?
it's chicken fat butter. And then I had my favourite mocktail there. I've had it 3 times now. And it's called, in 3 times, sorry, in the space of a month. It's called Dior. And it's like an apple spritzer with gold rim, shaved. They told me it was designed by the Dior fragrance Sauvage, I think. But yeah, it's like smoky appley. It's really good. What did you have to drink?
I just had water because I had a urine infection, remember?
So, Zoe, that was traumatising for you.
So something happened to me. Right. So I don't know if anyone remembers the girl's story about peeing herself sober, and I said
You need to go get your bladder checked, hen.
we shouldn't be doing it sober.
Yeah.
That same day.
Karma came right
Karma
for you.
came for me, shat all over me, and I was at the top of the escalator in Princess Square with my legs crossed for 15 minutes, would you say? 10, 15 minutes, what felt like 5 hours to me, until I could physically open my legs and run to a toilet.
It's really not okay, Zoe.
No, it isn't okay, like we're joking about it, but it's not.
I was sat
I could see you.
What would you call it? You know what
Mezzanine.
It's like yeah. And I was watching her, and she was just stood at the top of the escalators with her legs crossed. And the guy that was welcoming me into the restaurant was like, "Is your friend okay?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, she's fine. I think she's just on the phone." But I didn't have my glasses on, so I couldn't see if your hand was up. But he could probably clearly see that you were just stood there like that. And I kept messaging you like, "Zoe, this is not okay." And you were like, "If I open my legs, we will fall out everywhere."
The thing is, right, see if I just was to start walking and I dribbled a tiny bit, like, I could deal with that. Like, it happens, do you know what I mean? Women piss themselves all the time if it's, like, kids and bladder issues and whatever. But because there's, like, when that happens to me, I've got, like, a severe infection. Like, I can feel the burn.
Yeah.
Like, and I know that I'm, like, infected to fuck down there in this moment. I physically, if I moved, like, the whole pee would come out. Like, I wouldn't be able to stop it. Like, I've got no tightening tools left to, like, hold it anymore.
You need to get some more pelvic floor exercise.
I know.
Honey.
So then I had to run into, is it Clubhouse?
Yeah.
And I literally didn't even look at, like, who was in the... I ran to the bar and I was like, "Can I use a toilet?" And the guy was like, let me think about that. And I was like...
No time for jokes here.
I was like, "Where is the toilet?" And I ran. And, like, once I'm done, I'm fine. Like, I'm uncomfortable at it because I'm, like... Honestly, if anyone experienced this, you'll know. The back of my back...
was sweaty.
And, like, honestly, neck, under my hair, everything, I'm, like, drenched in sweat. But I'm also shivering. So it's like a chill, basically a cold sweat. And I've got like a burning sensation going right up my fucking bits. It's just awful. So that girl's story, I apologise to you. Because you gave me karma.
This is also a cry for help of somebody. Please help this girl. It's been 2 years since we spoke about it.
No further forward.
All the stuff that you send her, what is it? What's that?
D-Manos.
Doesn't work for you.
Doesn't work.
Antibiotics aren't working for you. You've had scans. I think you need to go and have like a...
camera inside. Me too. Anyway, that was the start of our Maison experience.
Yeah.
But we had a great time.
And then the lady kept saying to me, "Oh, do you want a dessert?" And I was like...
We weren't really fancying anything. We were full.
I was so full though.
Yeah.
By the way, the French onion soup's on the starter menu. If you go for it, don't order
Just have it as a main.
And she was like, not being pushy, but she was really like, "How about you just go for an affogato?" Then I was like, "Okay, well, I'll have a decaf one," because it was also nighttime and I didn't want to be flying through the roof. And she says, "Yeah, perfect, I'll make you one of them." And then out comes a big plate with "Happy Birthday, Jess."
It was nice.
Very cute. Do you know where else I want to shout about quickly, where I had some great food, was Kelvin Grove Cafe in Finniston for their new brunch menu. They've always done brunch, but they've sort of upped the brunch menu game this week, actually, which I didn't know.
Don't know.
I went across to Kudos. It was closed. Well, it wasn't closed. The wait was so freaking long. I was actually watching Richard at Proving Grounds, which is at the SEC. And then I went over to Kelvin Grove Cafe. And guys, it's brilliant. I really recommend you go there. It's so good for brunch. Something to add to your list if you've not been before.
I feel like you kind of forget about it because I like how sort of muted it is. Like, it's not like, "Hi, we're Kelvin Grove Cafe on the street," do you know what I mean? But equally, I think if you don't know about it, know how good it is. Because I know about it, but I wouldn't be like, "Oh yeah, it's
really good for drinks at the evening, isn't it?
I think it's quite good for like a date night, a wee cocktail, wee cocky. But that's good to know because you get sick of brunch places, I think.
They've got a really nice selection. It's like in a gorgeous little sort of booklet, if you like a glossy little booklet of really good images, and then a little description to the right hand side of the page. It's like that cute.
Images of the dish.
Yeah, but really good ones.
Controversial. I like that.
Yeah, no, I do. But I mean, I don't like a picture menu that you get when you go to Tenerife. But I mean,
I don't either. But I do love when a restaurant has done it and they've managed to do it well.
It's done very well, and it looks exactly like the picture as well.
Yeah.
And then I went down to Leicester, went to Horcross Hall. I've not even told you any of this because obviously when I next spoke to you, I was just brokenhearted. But
you've not actually. How was that?
Horcross Hall was amazing.
It looked unbelievable.
And it turns out that I've been before. And I had no idea.
You need to get a memory check.
Zoe, it's completely different.
Right, okay.
So much so that when I was there, I didn't even know I'd been there before. It was Holly, that's when she came up at the weekend, we said, "You know, we've been there together." I was like, "No, we've not." She was like, "Yeah, we have." So I went back on through my Instagram, back to 2021. There I am, sat outside. Completely different place. The outdoor bit, you know, the outdoor jacuzzi bit, which is gorgeous. That's only been built since July.
So there is it's been renovated.
Refurb. Yeah, massively.
Okay. Makes sense then.
So I went with my stepmom, my stepsister, and my mother. I think we spoke about this on the bonus, but yeah, it was
blending.
We were blending, but it was really nice. My mum and stepmom had the worst hangover of their entire life.
That's iconic.
Was spewing her guts up. So was Emma. So the spa day for them was basically non-existent. The next morning was my birthday, so I thought, fuck it, I'm getting up at 7 a.m. Took myself down to the spa. My mum joined me. Then we had afternoon tea booked at 12. But my mission was to get Emma to my dad's house for 2, which was still an hour drive away, because there were 75 people waiting to surprise her for her 50th birthday.
Stress.
She obviously had no idea, so she was like, la 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 la.
Yeah, no urgency.
No urgency at all. We did arrive late, shock, at 3 o'clock. There had to be 2 crashes on the motorway getting home on the M1. Of
course.
And then when we turned up there, it was all perfect. She knew something was going on, but she did not know to the extent. And I have told you guys before, but they're massively into their soul music. And they've got a whole community of soul music family, as they call them, who they go around the world and dance and party with.
That's cute.
Ibiza, whatever. So anyway, they were all there. They had some really big DJ in that community there as well. My dad had a big pizza truck. They'd done it all Studio 74. So you know it's Studio 54, but she was born in 1974. So it was all done up. It was amazing. It was such a good party. And yeah, that was what I did that weekend. And then the tragic news, and then I came back up. That was it. That's
a lovely time, though, if you take what happened out of it. That is a really nice time.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, of course it is.
And I took some lovely photos of it, and I actually even struggled to look back at them. I'm like, do you know what I mean? Just knowing that what was happening.
It's kind of like you've kind of got the ick for like the good part of that weekend now. But it will go eventually.
Yeah. But at the same time, you were in Manchester, because it was me and Jason share the same birthday, which Zoe hates.
I just think it's a bit much, do you know what I mean?
Right, Zoe, I've got a scenario for you. You're in a car crash. It's not your fault. Your car is in bits and you're majorly stressed out. What are you going to do?
Probably phone you.
Great. Well, maybe don't do that, but the correct answer is to call our friends at Waterman's, obviously.
What, so they can sort my car and everything?
Yep. You don't even have to phone your insurance company. Waterman's will sort it all for you.
What if I have to miss work and can't earn my money?
Well, they'll get you that money back too. Sorted.
Okay, I feel less embarrassed about being rear-ended now. Yeah, I went to Manchester for Jason's birthday, so I took him a wee overnight. Romance ain't dead, they say.
Where did you stay?
We stayed at the Allen, which I've seen loads of people stay at, and I wanted to try it because it kind of looked to my sort of hotel vibe.
Yeah.
And it is lovely, and I would go back. However, part of the vibe is the open pipes
work, yeah.
And the hotel
and the
rooms, industrial, like lime washed walls. Gorgeous, right? Noisy.
Yeah.
Like they're working pipes, obviously, so they're noisy. Like during the night, you could almost hear a faint rumbling the whole time. And Jason said it woke him up quite a few times, and I would say he's quite a deep sleeper.
So you don't recommend
So if you're quite precious about, like if you're easily triggered by noises, I'd maybe think about it twice. Okay. Just because it was quite noisy, but good location. It was nice, like the bathroom's gorge. I did enjoy myself. Smelled nice too. Anyway, what I've got to say about it is, number one, we went to Firehouse for a roast.
Thoughts?
Loved it. Jason enjoyed it too.
Oh my God. Because
we do love a homemade roast, probably more, I say, because you just choose more of what you like to have, really, don't you? It's in your, what's the word I'm looking for? Control. Loved it though. I got the cauliflower and leek cheese. Gorgeous. We got extra roast potatoes. We got extra Yorkshire puddings. We got the chipolatas. I got the beef. Bit out of character for me, but Jason was getting the half chicken, and I just felt we want to try a couple of different things here.
Does he like beef?
Yeah, he does like beef too. But yeah, I would recommend.
God,
we were sat out in the kind of...
Yeah, there's like an outdoory bit, but it's not outdoor.
Outdoor but indoor.
Yeah.
Area, which was nice. Staff were lovely.
I'm so glad.
Couldn't recommend it more, to be honest.
I don't know if we spoke about this on the bonus, but I think we did. But anyway, I said to Zoe, I'm really hope she enjoys it because how much I've hyped it up.
No, I know.
And I stress that when I hype things up, it's never as good experience, or it was just a bad day for the chefs or whatever.
I know, you just don't know what someone's going to get.
But I've never had a bad roast there, so that's Firehouse in Manchester.
I also have seen a couple of people go there recently, not for the roast.
Yeah,
like just
they do amazing food.
Yeah,
day
just
to day.
in general, and it looks unbelievable for just normal food as well. Like,
and it's a show at night.
Yeah, so it's like
a good catwalk.
Yeah, it's a good atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. We went to Mackie Mere as well.
Which is bang opposite.
For dinner on the first night, which we loved because then I got like tacos and stuff. Jason's got a burger, which was really good. And then we went to this place called Chaos Karts to do go-karting.
Oh, yeah?
And it's kind of like a play on Mario Kart. Mm-hmm. So you're going around the track and there's like gems and shit on the floor that you need to pick up, and then it gives you points and it gives you like things you can fling at people. So you could do like the banana.
Yeah. And it would make them slip.
Mario Kart's a banana. It was an egg.
Okay.
And it would make you slip, but it did actually make you slip. You would try to avoid them, and they were so fast. I was going around like fucking nobody's business. And then we were it was us two, like 5 blooming 10-year-old boys, so that felt good. I think I came like second class or something. That was quite shit. But I was pressing the wrong buttons for a while, which didn't help. But that was really fun if you're into like sort of fun activities. It's only on for like half an hour or something, so you don't need like a huge amount of time for it. And then the next day before our roast, we went to do the cube.
This looks
the
fun.
Cube experience. It's fucking solid, by the way. Also, if you're rocky with your partner, me and Jason are not, luckily, right? But if you are, don't go in the same team. Do not go in the same team. Because we came away from that in a high still, and that was fine, but it was touch and go at times. He was shouting at me in the cubes, like, this is all your fault, we're losing all that. I'm like, Is
it a bit like Crystal Maze sort of vibe?
Yeah, I think
you're in
so.
a team and then you...
Yeah, so because a lot of them, you need 2 players, and there was only 2 of us, we were against 2 girls.
Okay.
So it was like me and Jason were a team, they were a team.
Oh, so you were against them? You weren't in their team?
So you go around with them. Oh. So they must have been watching us thinking, oh my God, like, they hate each other. But after we were all like, how fun's that? Like, obviously, you're just in the moment.
Yeah.
But if, like, you wake up and you hate your man or your girlfriend that day, I would say cancel. Because you're fucked. But what happened was, the first one was the one you just need to, like, pick up the ball and fling it in the box really fast.
Yes.
Which Jason put a video of me and everyone was commenting, like, could she go any slower?
I thought you looked fast in that.
I'm going to tell you right now, I done that first try. The other girl took 3 tries. I done that first try. Anyway, so I did that on my own, but the rest were as a pair. So the first few we did as a pair, I think we were okay. Then there was a couple that we couldn't get, like 3 tries, we still didn't get it right, and the points were gone. And that's when Jason was getting really annoyed and fed up and was like, you're shit. But then the last few he was so bad at, so then he started getting like nicey and was like, it's just so fun, isn't it? And I was like, you've made us lose, now you're all nice because you know you have. But I would really recommend it. It was really fun. I'd go back.
Manchester have some really good experiences like that. They've got the Crystal Maze Cube, Escape Room, which I suppose is here. We should do an episode actually on, because this is a question that we get asked all the time. Aside from where can we rent rooms, which is definitely coming, I promise. Date night, fun activities to do with your partner.
Yeah.
Because there's loads of things in Glasgow like that, like Golf Fang, for example, Top Golf. But you've done quite a lot of them. So we should maybe just list them out and help people.
I think it's just because...
Or Edinburgh.
As we've said, like, we're not massive, like, go out for a pure boozy night out together.
Yeah.
And, like, at the Cube, there was, like, a really actually nice bar. Like, you go in and you're basically in a bar, but that side's the Cube, and then that side there's, like, some 10-pin bowling and stuff. There's a few things in there. And then there's a sort of, like, butcher's restaurant in it as well. So you could actually do that. Say you went on a night time,
you could just
or even a late afternoon. You could do the game, and then you could have drinks and food. Like, we were coming home that day.
Yeah.
Well, we probably wouldn't have got a drink anyway, you know, like.
Yeah.
But, like, if you're not massively into let's go out and just sit and have drinks, like, you need to be doing these things, because what else? You would just stay at home.
True.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, I would really recommend that. It was fun. I would go back, because you don't do them all. So say, for example, there's 20 cubes in there. I think you get, say, like 10 rounds. So, like, we've only done half of them.
So you could always go back
And do different ones.
That's a good way of them to, because when you've done an experience, you can't be asked to go again because you've done it. So it's a good way to you know what?
Or you won't go back for a while at least.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So no, it was good. And then we went to see Chris Stapleton.
Oh shit, I keep forgetting that. Yeah, we went last Thursday, didn't we?
He was amazing.
He was absolutely incredible. His voice is far superior than it is on the record, on the CD.
He kept saying on the CDs.
If that's even possible.
No, I know. It's like there was just no fault and it was so powerful.
And if you go and watch him, because if you've been, he finishes with Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah.
And then the lights don't come on for a good 5 minutes and everyone is just cheering. And I'm thinking, what song could he possibly be coming back to sing? Because he sang them all. But he does come back on and he sings, is it Whiskey and Me?
I think it might be.
It's
I
a
can't
really,
even
really
remember
slow
now.
one anyway, where he's showing off his unbelievable vocal ability.
Yeah.
Isn't he? Where it's just insane and it's like the band's not with him, it's just him and a mic.
Yeah.
And it's to the point where it can make you tear up. His voice is that amazing.
He is so good.
So
so good.
you leave on a high, but then you're leaving on a gasp, he's amazing. Blown away.
Yeah. And also his supporting singer is his wife.
Yes.
And they kind of were looking at each other the whole time, weren't they?
Well, he was looking at her the whole time.
She needs to smile more.
I think they're just in the zone together, Zoe. I think they're in their own little country bubble.
I know they probably are, but I just think, how could you physically stop yourself from smiling if he was singing to you like that?
The novelty will wear off, though. Think about it. He's He's 49. I thought he was younger than that. No. Yeah.
And he's got 5 wins.
Maybe I've made that up, but yeah, they've been together a long time.
I know, fair, but I suppose when you're just watching it as a fan and you can't believe how good it is, you just think if I was her, I'd be like...
Right, so we thought we'd just finish with a really fun section, which we want to try and bring to you maybe once every month or two, just depending on the situation. But new openings. We've spotted quite a few in Glasgow recently, but we are very aware that we have listeners from all over. So we're going to keep our eyes and ears open. And we've got a few to list out to you today from Glasgow, Edinburgh, Manchester, Birmingham and London. I think we've got a few here that I'm just going to quickly list out. Yeah.
UK wide.
And it can be a restaurant, a store, anything. If you want to write something in that you've seen that you want people to know about. I just think it's really cool because you don't really hear about these things all the time unless you're reading something like Glasgow Live or Facebook or word of mouth. And
I also feel like we're kind of in it just with our line of work and stuff, so you maybe see a lot of things, but a lot of people just are not following anything
food
like
pages.
that.
A lot of people don't follow restaurant pages.
No.
They follow their favourites, but they're not just a new one. It's not often. Anyway, so let's just list out a few.
Go for it.
In Glasgow, we've got Habibi.
Looks unbelievable.
It looks unbelievable. I was invited to the opening, couldn't make it. It's right near to Yusebi Deli. It's, what would you say? Middle Eastern food, kebab style food, but incredibly done well. Think like Sheesh in London, that sort of vibe.
Yeah.
That's the vibe it's giving me from the pictures anyway.
It just looks great.
But they also have a takeaway section as well, which looks amazing.
Right.
We've got Sears Pizza, which is the first of its kind, I believe, in Glasgow of where you can buy a slice. Right near Le Petit Coq, just off Byers Road. Looks super edgy cool. You've got, well, you told me about this, Vodka Wodka is now in Merchant City at the old Metropolitan. That's cool.
It looks a bit strange to me because it's like they're keeping that outside vibe, but it's inside. But I've not physically seen it in real life, so Jason did go and they said it was alright.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Then, in terms of a store, we noticed that there's going to be another Stories in Princess Square, which looks cool. We think that's so needed.
I'm glad Princess Square is levelling up. Yeah. Because it'd be such a shame if that went to shit.
I totally agree. I think Glasgow now needs an Anthropology.
Yeah.
Buchanan Street would be sick.
Uniqlo's coming.
So it is. Is that going to be the old
Buchanan Street?
The old
it's not
Forever 21.
Is it?
No, I'm just guessing you.
No, that's H&M. H&M's old
Oh, is it?
So it's the one next to which was Paper Chase. I hope it is there.
It will be. It's got to be. It's got to be a massive unit.
Because that needs filled.
I Me and Zoe were saying this today. I am so fucking buzzing my tits off that retailers coming back.
Same, by the way.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad that these fast fashion businesses that, well, that sounds terrible me saying that they're going to shit, but I'm so glad that era is dying.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that
I feel like
mortar is back.
They've got their audience, but like Gen Z and everything probably do want that. Quick, it's on your doorstep the next morning.
They're all going onto Shein now, aren't they?
Yeah, that's fine for them. But see us, like, when everything's just so much harder these days, you want to go into a shop, try things on, see your options, like, feel the quality. Like, we're all so much more mature in the sense of we want it to be good stuff.
Yeah.
You need to feel that.
I know a lot of people don't like shopping, but I do.
I do.
I really do like it. But maybe I feel that way, though, because I have the luxury of being able to go on a weekday if I wanted to. I know a lot of people can only go on a Saturday and Sunday, and for me, I would avoid.
Yeah, I suppose so. That is true. But I think it's better for when you're buying for other people as well, to be able to go in. And, like, I feel quite nice when I've nipped out, I've picked something up for someone, then I go into a shop to get a nice bag, a card. Like, it's...
Even shops like Oliver Bonus and Anthropology, John Lewis, those places for gifts, Scribbler. You don't want to go online at those places.
You want to pick up wee bits.
Yeah.
I know, I agree. Is Topshop not coming back?
Yes! That is a big rumour. Well, it's not a rumour. I've had confirmation from somebody. But Topshop is being sold by ASOS. And it is going to be its own website. But there are talks that it's going to be having a store in Oxford Street. It isn't going back to the original space because that's going to be IKEA. So I don't know why people on TikTok are saying that. It literally says IKEA outside.
It's a shame though that like it's all shut down just to open back up though. Do you know what I mean? Like I will take it, but that is like a shame. It's just a bit of a waste of time.
I think it needs to de-size anyway. That place was massive. Anyway, so we digress. Aesthetics Club is going to Edinburgh, which we spoke about in last week's episode. We've got a new place in Sauchiehall Street in Glasgow called Berlinkies. Have you seen that?
Oh, I've seen that.
It is definitely giving me Albert Slosh vibes.
Yeah, same.
With the show element.
There's
Even
a lot of shows. Mm-hmm.
It's very Albert Slosh and it's big.
I would quite like to go and see what that's like in there.
Same. Do you know who got invited to that? Richard. I was like, sorry?
Richard Tate.
Richard Tate was like, I've got a DM because he's signed to Colours modelling agency.
Richard, miserable, grumpy old man Tate.
Miserable, grumpy Richard Tate got a message from his modelling agency and were like, we'd love to invite you and Jess. I was his +1.
Never thought we'd see the day.
Berlinkies. I was like, fair fucks, honey. And he was like, nah. No, actually, he said it looked good, but it was very much a dress up, drinks are flowing, and it's not his vibe.
Yeah.
Clearly not my vibe.
Fair.
One that we've never said about, which has been around for a while, you know, Devils of Brooklyn.
Oh, yes.
They now are called Devil's Roast in the daytime. They sell my favourite ever wheatberry pastries and incredible coffee. So if you're looking for a nice place to go there, go there. Albert Slosh is now in London. So that's an amazing spot if you're in London, you want a really fun place to go for some drinks. It's there. It's also in Birmingham, which has been there for a while. Richard went there the other week. Spa. We've been seeing one all over the internet at the moment. Is it called Cairndale? Made that up?
Spa, right. I thought you said Spar. I was at all the corner shops, the Spars.
I'm saying Spa because that's how I say it. I don't say Spa.
No, but I thought you were saying Spar with an R.
Yeah. Spa.
Yes, Spa. Cairndale.
Cairndale. Where is that?
I want to say 50 minutes away, but I don't know what direction or whereabouts.
Dumfries?
Unsure. Yes, correct.
Yes. Dumfries. So there's a new spa that everyone's going to. Looks really nice. We're actually going to a spa this week. We're going to Marhall.
Marhall.
When are we going there?
Soon, for a wee spa day.
Also, we'll let you know how that is. Do you know what else I noticed? Did you see Look Fantastic opened a store? Heard
about this. Where is it? Is it Manchester?
Yeah. I don't know where in Manchester.
They get everything first.
I know, but I do love it.
Yeah. No,
but it is also a Manchester company.
Correct. The head office is there. We've not mentioned Margot.
Oh, that's on my list.
Oh, sorry. I thought we'd moved location.
Excuse me.
Right, I'll sit back and relax.
I'm just doing it when I've like...
But I'll sit back and relax. You go.
Look Fantastic opened in Manchester. Then, we've also got another restaurant in Manchester called Louis, which looks so fucking cool. Didn't need to swear there. It looks so classy and cool. It's like a jazz sort of, it looks really cool. Like you'd love it. Jazz sort of stage.
Wow.
But very luxe tables, white tablecloth surrounding it. You know, you go in there for a very special evening.
Okay, right.
Apparently you can't get in for love nor money. Anyway, Murray has informed us that Smoky Trotters has also opened up just around here where we are. On Paisley Road West, there's a new Smoky Trotters, which is, you love it there, don't you?
The good
Jason?
burgers, Jason loves it, yeah.
Margot, a new small plate restaurant's just opened up in Glasgow, which is the same owners as Oxenfinch and Kapow, which are two of the best restaurants in Glasgow.
Miller
hands
Street.
down. Miller Street,
yeah.
What, near Spanish Butcher?
Correct.
Is that where it is? I didn't know where it was. And then below it
is a sort of speakeasy bar, I believe, called Seb's.
Which isn't open yet.
Seb.
It's opening this week. By the time this is out, it'll be open, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And then one more. I noticed this as well on Instagram. I haven't seen it before. It looks like it's been open for a couple months. But Basement Jazz Cafe. Have you seen that?
No.
Cool. I believe this is where Single End is, in Garnet Hill. And I think it's in the same place.
The wee hill?
Yes.
The wee hidden a wee bit?
I actually think it's actually in Single End. I could be wrong.
Right.
When I put it into Google, it comes up Single End, and I don't know if at night time it turns into a jazz bar.
Right, okay.
But I thought, and the crowd looks older. Something to note if you like that
Agey.
sort of thing. Yeah, so that's the roundup of everything that I've...
That just reminded me of one we've not mentioned.
Go for it.
The Something Bookstore, hidden, new.
What is this?
What is it called
It's a
again?
new bar.
What's it called again?
Come on, Murray.
The Something Bookstore. I literally wrote it down somewhere. I told someone about it yesterday.
I've seen it on TikTok. It's a new bookstore-inspired bar in Glasgow, and it looks really nice.
It's got books literally all over the ceiling, down the walls. The Last Bookstore.
Excuse me, on Hope Street.
On Hope Street,
I
Glasgow.
went to a place called the Last Bookstore in LA just there.
Did you? What a coincidence.
A massive, massive bookstore. It's like world famous, called the Last Bookstore.
Oh, aye, you were telling us about
Yeah.
it. Well, that's a new bar. It looks actually really cool. I'd like to go.
Love it. But all the book lovers are loving that.
I'll be in the corner with my wee drink and my wee book. In fact, I've got a Kindle now, so my Kindle.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought you would enjoy that. We're going to go into some Halloween-y things.
Yeah, well, we asked all of you listeners what's your worst and best costumes you've ever been dressed up in by your parents or family members or whoever.
And we had some funny pictures as well. So what we'll do is, if you're watching on YouTube, we'll insert them,
flash them up
on there, and then we may carry over some into Patreon. I'll also give you a bit of a bump date over on Patreon as well, because
we love that.
There's just one thing I want to mention before we leave, which Murray's encouraged me to speak about on the main episode. But the baby box that you get through the Scottish Government is absolutely mind-blowing. I never knew it existed. Zoe never knew it was not a thing, not only in Scotland. I went to see my midwife for my 22-week appointment, whatever it is, and she gave me the leaflet where you apply for it. If anyone that doesn't know, the Scottish Government give you this starter box of, like, I kid you not, it's full to the brim of clothes, thermometers, dummies, mittens, you name it, everything you need from each stage of the baby's life up until probably a year or 6 months. There's like certain bits and bobs, unisex. I just can't believe how amazing that is, and just goes to show me why I love Scotland so much. But the baby box, and she said to me, it just gives every single parent an equal start in life. Like, everybody has the same start in life. I said to her, you know, I don't necessarily need this box though. And she said, a lot of people say that. A lot of people wish to, I won't take it, give it to somebody else. And she said, no, always take the box, because it's allocated to you regardless.
Everyone's getting one regardless.
In Scotland. And then you can then donate it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to definitely take the box and I'll donate it to someone in England.
Yeah.
Or somewhere. wherever. So, yeah, speak to your midwife if you're pregnant, if you didn't know about this. I'm sure you do, but I never knew about it until I was pregnant. So
you never know.
I never knew it was a thing, and Zoe never knew it was just in Scotland.
Didn't know that.
So, absolutely incredible. Just think it's amazing. So, well done, Scottish Government,
Thank you.
for being freaking amazing.
Right, let's get into what people have dressed up as then.
Yeah!
Can you hear that?
Hey, what?
Can you not hear that noise?
Yeah, what is that? Oh my God, Zoe, what is that? Why has it gone so cold and dark and dusty?
I don't know, it's keeping me out. Stop it.
Lemons. Silence! Hello, pod piggies.
A wee Halloween surprise me.
Who do you think I am, then?
I think it's quite obvious.
I'm Miss Trunchbull, if you've not guessed. If you're looking on YouTube or Patreon.
I'm Jessie's future child.
No wonder it was such a terrifying noise.
I can't do it. I can't speak with this dummy in, so I might just put it back in.
But it also worked out that if you put the glasses on, Zoe, and take the dummy out...
I don't have the glasses on me at the moment.
Where are they?
I put them over there.
Marie!
A dummy makes your teeth feel so weird.
We've worked out that Zoe actually looks like Amanda Thripp.
My mommy thinks they're sweet.
A very versatile costume.
It's perfect. Were you trying to terrify me before I give birth?
Yeah.
I've been telling Zoe how terrified I am of the birth process. Been watching birth videos, so she's decided
I can't keep these on.
creep me out even more. But anyway, this is our Halloween costumes, guys. If you're looking, I'm Miss Trunchbull. Zoe's my future child, which is presumably a girl. And yeah, we're going to go into some of your crazy costumes. My teeth are all black as well. We need to get that rinsed out ASAP.
I didn't even notice. That's just what they usually look like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm going to tell you first? I'm going to tell you a couple of jokes first, Halloween jokes.
Go for it.
So if anyone's got any kids going out,
This is what you need to tell them
here's
to
some
take.
tips for you, right? Sometimes when me and Jason can't get to sleep, he'll say, do you want some jokes? And I need to give a topic for him to make the jokes about. And he's really good at just coming up with them. I don't know how you could do that. Anyway, Halloween was the theme.
Yeah.
What's a pumpkin's favourite meal?
I don't know.
A carvery.
I like it.
I think that's quite good.
Yeah.
I've got one more. What does a spider like to do in their spare time?
Don't know.
Surf the web. Thank you. Thank you very much. But they're good ones for your wee ghost going to people's doors, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, trick or treat.
What does a spider do in its spare time? Sorted.
I don't get any trick or treaters, do you? Because we live in
Don't really in
flats.
flats, no.
Anyway, right, we're going to run through a few of what you've dressed up as. We'll flash them up on the screen if you're watching as we're talking.
My sister loves fajitas, so naturally had to make a fajita Halloween costume.
That is iconic.
Love. Methadone Mick from Still Game.
Yes.
That's quite a good one, I
Yeah.
think. Worst costume was a unicorn. Looked like I had, and I quote, a big pink sparkly dick on my head.
Do you know what I've noticed though with Halloween? People just dress up as anything now. It's actually lost the scary element to it. No one dresses up as anything terrifying anymore.
Nah, they've
It's
done that in
all
years, haven't they not?
It's just a fancy dress now, isn't it?
I was an OXO cube and my sister was a dice. Cardboard boxes must have been going cheap. I'll tell you something.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I've got any pictures of this, but I dressed up as SpongeBob SquarePants one year and it was with a cardboard box. It was very creative for my mum.
That's what I think. Mums just have to get creative. There's a lot of
DIY.
pressure. And, you know, your kids when you're young and you take them to school, you've got to be the best. Like, Mummy, what can I have? And you're like, fuck, I've not thought about an outfit.
Yeah.
Like, this Miss Trunchbull outfit was everything that I had in my house. There's not one thing that I bought.
I've just noticed the t-shirt situation going on.
There's a t-shirt wrapped around my neck. I've got an old belt, newish belt for a Western style, Richard's Doc Martens on, and just an eyebrow pencil on my eyes and teeth. Oh,
And wrinkles.
Wrinkles, yeah.
Mum dressed me as a carrot using crepe paper. It then rained, so I had orange streaks all down my face.
No.
The rain's an issue.
Yeah.
Also, I see a lot of kids having to go around with like a jacket over their costume because it's cold. Mum dressed me up as a fucking traffic light in primary 1. A bin bag with coloured bits of paper stuck to it. Some of them are just a shame. Like, that's a shame for you.
My mum made me go as a teddy bear's picnic table. She put boiled eggs and stuck them to the plates. They were rotten. Halloween 2015 will go down in history. My friends and I went out as a 3 blind mice, and trust me when I say nothing has been more fitting. None of us remember anything after 9 p.m. It was quite literally the blind leading the blind. I face planted the pavement and broke my nose, but was so drunk I didn't realise, so continued my night. And my friend lost her Celine handbag full of Tom Ford makeup. Wow. Still cry for her about that. I woke up the next morning and the guy I'd had a crush on for years was lying next to me, and I had 2 black eyes. Mortified, but he's now my husband and I'm 3 weeks behind Jess in pregnancy, so it was all for a good cause.
Jesus.
That.
I've seen quite a lot of people do the 3 blind mice like that one.
Ended up in the Daily Mail and all the trash online newspapers. Haha, what is that? Oh, they went as 4 Lambrini cans. I was so drunk and lost my phone that night, so didn't realise we went viral. I wanted to go as a pink bottle, but my pal bagseed that, so ended up as the fucking yellow one, and I was the tallest, looked like a banana. All the comments on the post were like, the one in the yellow looks like she's pissed herself. So that was cute for the hangover, waking up 1 minute of fame.
I've dressed up as quite a lot of things. I've been Tweety Pie.
Yeah.
Which I had the big costume with my head on. Like the head's on top of your face. I've been a pig.
Shock.
And my mum made that with, I think, a bed sheet and stuffed it all. So I had like a big, like belly bit.
Yeah.
And then I had a headband with ears and like the big pig nose come over. What else have I been?
I was Chucky, female Chucky. Dungarees, red hair, striped t-shirt. That was like a scary one though. I also went as Mia Wallace from Pulp Fiction. That was my favourite. Again, got a white shirt, black wig. I'll put a picture of that one because I look really good in that one actually. I have the Chucky as well. And I think that's all I've ever done. I don't recall ever dressing up. I've never really been a big Halloween girl.
I do like the thought of it, but then when it comes to it, you need to think of something. I'm like, oh,
Some
God.
people go all out, don't like the Kardashians and that. This is like their moment.
If I had a house, I would have a Halloween party every year.
I wonder how many people will go with somebody from what's the guy that sucks the bath water?
Saltburn,
and he has the big antlers on his head. That's a good one. And go with the other girl, the one with the crazy dress.
Years ago at uni, I went as a naked sim pic to follow. We'll need to put that pic
one's
in.
brilliant. Yeah.
That's a really good one.
That is a really good one. There's loads of here. What we'll do is I love it when people dress up as Alan from The Hangover. I should have done that with the baby. God, there's loads. There's absolutely loads and loads and loads. So what we'll do is we'll flash up loads of images as I'm speaking right now of all of your pictures that you've sent in. We've got bloody Rugrats. We've got the Flintstones. Hey Arnold. Things just of being quite good from bed sheets. I don't know what the fuck you are.
A ghost.
One time I dressed up as a jellyfish. It was brilliant, but everyone thought I was a lamp. Mr. Potato Head. Oh my God. There's loads. So we'll flash them up on the screen and you can pick whose is best. We love it. So anyway, we'll carry this on slightly into Patreon, and we've got lots of other things to talk to you about on our list of things that we've just been up to, because we haven't actually had a proper catch up for about 2.5 weeks.
We've not.
So there's so many more things that we've done that we'll talk to you about over there. And yeah, one more thing before we leave. Because it's October and because you should be doing this all the time, please make sure you check your titties. I know you can't take me serious as I'm sat here looking like this.
No, I don't have any boobs because I'm a baby.
Please get in the shower. We did a really good episode on it a year ago, where we did lots of awareness on how you can properly check your boobs. So please do that when you're in the shower. And yeah, we love you all lots and lots. Copperfield. Grab those milky titties. Right, love you.
I feel uncomfortable with this on.
See you over on Patreon.
Bye.
Bye guys.